Hello and welcome to EDEC 525 Math and Science Curriculum Methods. My name is Jim Powell and I'll be the instructor for the course. The course is online and my goal today in doing this video is to introduce you to several things. First is Blackboard. I'll get you into Blackboard and get you started there. All of our content will be in a Padlet. And if you've not ever used a Padlet as a way of curating content or things like it's really to curate content for any purpose, but this is for our class. So I'll go over the Padlet, how to navigate, and where you'll find things in the Padlet. And then I would also like to show you how to use Screencastify, because there's a few things you'll have to do in Screencastify, which is a video recording tool that I will be using throughout the class, and you can submit video that way. So we're going to jump into the first thing, which will be our content. First thing you're going to do, actually I'll back all the way out and go here. In order to get to your Blackboard, you're going to go here to My AU. You're going to click there and then go down to Blackboard and then log into Blackboard. Show you, it opens up this way. Mine's going to look a little different as an instructor. But if you go over here to the side, you'll see where it says courses, and then it will list courses there. And we're going to go to our course, 525. And you'll see it's got E equals MC squared at the top because it will let you know that that's some math and science. And then when you go here, you're going to go down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it, this is what my Blackboard looks like, but I'm going to put it in the student preview so you can see it that way. So here it is, student preview. It'll show the instructor here, that's me, and it will say start here. So if you click on start here and go down through here, and you'll see the course overview. It tells you a little bit about the course and so forth. And then you can also navigate here as well. After the course overview, you will see the vital source books, and when you open that up, sorry, it's a little slow this morning, you'll see the two books listed here. The elementary middle school math book, 10th edition, DeWall is one of the authors. Teach Science for Understanding, and that's by Harlan. So those are the two books, and you can access them here as well. You'll see some information here about me, how to get in contact with me, and then there's stuff about student services, course navigation, some other things there. And then you'll go down to content. This is where most of your stuff will be, most of your content for the course. First, you're going to see the syllabus here, and you can pull up the syllabus and you can read it here, or you can download it as well, depending on how you like to view it. So you go down the course syllabus. There's information here at the top on how to contact me if you need to, and then information about what you'll be learning here, information about the assignments. For the assignments, you're going to have modules. You're going to have a couple Screencastify videos, discussion responses, which you'll access in Blackboard, Math Center and Science Lab activity, and then you'll have this huge STEM learning project. Here's how much each of those are worth and the due dates for those. So you can go across there, see those, and then that's for each one of those, the Screencastify activities, discussion responses, math and science through literature activity, the Math Center and Science Lab activity, and then the STEAM learning project, and then how much each one of those are worth. And then you go down through here, and there's more information here. Here's the grading scale, and so forth. So that's if you go to the next thing here, it shows you that this is a link. So you can see the Padlets organized. Here's the AU lesson plan resources in this first column here. Those are things that you'll use throughout the course. And then as you go across, let me show you how to navigate first. So there's columns going across. In order to look at all the columns going across, there's a scroll bar down here at the bottom. You grab that and you can scroll across all of the columns. And then there's also a scroll bar on each column. that you can use to go up and down. So here you can go up and down and see each one of those. In this column, this is the first week of August 25th, and each column is organized by a week, and that will be the work you should be working on that week. And the first block, the first post in the column will tell you what you should be doing for this week. If you go down, here's one thing you'll need to do. I would like for you to introduce yourself in the Screencastify video system. And so you'll see that. We'll come back to that. And then you'll see all the resources this first week you need to read and look through. Stuff down here by Joe Bowler is outstanding. Khan Academy video on brain growth is really good. And then this article on teaching science by argument is outstanding. And then you'll see all the other content here as well. So here is the first thing, and this is just for your participation. Go into Screencastify and introduce yourself and talk about yourself. So if you click on that link there for Screencastify, it should pop up here in the screen here. It looks like this, and it will give you the directions here. It may, the first time you open up Screencastify, ask you to log in through Google or Microsoft. You log in, or you just put your email in and so a little bit of information. You log in, and then it will ask you if it can access your webcam and your microphone. And you click OK, and then you click here and start recording, and it will give you some time. And you can, if you don't like it, you can get rid of it and do it over. But don't worry about that. This is just the beginning of the class and get you used to using Screencastify, which is a great tool. And so here, just want to introduce yourself, talk about what excites you about this class, what scares you about it, and then what you hope to learn. And that will help us get to know you as well as other people in the course. So let's go back to the Padlet. So you're working on what you need to do within that module. And then there's a place down here for you to submit your work down at the bottom here. When you're done with that, then you hit submit. And then each one of the modules are here, and you do work each one of them the same way. Next are the discussion responses, and those are in a discussion board. And so you click on that, and it will give you what you're going to discuss, and then you're going to respond here and then hit submit. Those are the 6 discussion topics. And then you have this activity, which is the math, science through literature activity. And then you'll see that activity in the Padlet. The due date is here. You can view the instructions here. There you go. So instructions for that activity. And then when you're done and you're ready to submit, you submit down here. Okay. Going back, and then there's the Math Center, the Science Lab, and lesson plan activity, and then finally the STEAM Family Night. And you upload your final documents here. A couple of these other activities, you'll be doing a video in Screencastify as well. And you'll see that both in the Padlet as well as in the description of the activity. And then you also do a final Screencastify on this for the STEAM Family Night as well. Here's the discussion groups. You see those when you click on discussions. There's your grade book. It will show you each one of the activities. And then over here, we'll show you your grade when you get that. So the first one, if you wanted to just look at your activities this way, you're going to come here and click on that. I think I've covered everything. Again, if you have any questions or need any help, you can always contact me and let me know. I will be sending out a weekly some weekly information to you each week to try to keep you on track. Sometimes I'll do a video, and then sometimes it will just be an email. So please, if you need something, please make sure you're communicating with me. I know this course is online and you kind of self-pace through it, but also it's important that you communicate with me if you need help, and because I'm here to help you. Good luck, and if you need something, again, let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.